The following stream contains mature content and subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Kansas City, a Domain Divided. I am the storyteller tonight, Shanky McStabber.
And I am Mama McStabber, and I'll be playing Dr. Katerina Rakosi of Clan Zamitzi.
I am Jen of Thieves, and I am playing Sunday Booth of the Hakadah.
I'm Rian. I'm playing Rashad Giovanni of the Hakadah.
I'm House. I play Bo Solomon, Clan Toreador.
Hi, I'm Mischievous Red, and I'm playing Gwen Schultz of the Ministry.
Hello, I'm Beetle Spock, and I'll be playing Cameron Wheeler, a completely normal human of the Second Inquisition.
Yeah, completely normal. Welcome, everybody, to episode 7 of season 4. When we were with this coterie last week, they went to a charity function. There, they ran into the always pleasant and not suspicious or a dick at all Grant Solomon. Okay.
He's just weird.
And had a conversation with him. Some barbs were exchanged. I will give Bo credit. He got some good ones in. But they also met with old man Nelson, who they found out is not as clued into things as he thinks he is, but he's still a threat. But when we open up tonight, it's been a few days since they gathered for the charity function. And tonight, Cameron has contacted Gwen because it kind of has some important info he needs to relay. And so the coterie is heading on the way right now to Dylan's. And I'll let the coterie have a talk on the way to Dylan. Now, I will say, Gwen, he didn't tell you why you needed to meet because, well, he doesn't want that intercepted. But while the coterie's heading to Dylan's, you can have the scene.
Thanks for coming with me, everyone.
Of course. What's up? Do you know?
I don't have any ideas. Was it a text? Sorry, did you say that? Or was it a call?
It was probably a text from a burner phone.
Okay.
Using your code names to make sure you knew it was him.
Yeah, he was really kind of hush-hush about it. I don't know if I should be concerned or not.
All right.
Is that normal?
I think you should tell her, Gwen.
It's hard to say. So in the city, you know that the Second Inquisition's here. Well, I was friends with one of them before all of this. Before I was turned, before he was part of the Second Inquisition, all of it.
Well, it must be hard.
Yeah, now that he's Second Inquisition, but it gets better.
Oh.
So he's showing signs of being a mage.
Oh.
Like
while still
becoming
working
one.
while still working for the Second Inquisition.
Well, that seems kind of awkward.
Especially considering that Grant's backed by a group of mages called the Technocracy. They are ones that are against the mages like that hang out at our fun club. They tend to be a royal pain in the ass to them. So if Cameron is awakening, I think that's what they call it, as a mage, he may fall right into their hands.
I mean, even if he doesn't, like, it's either them or the Second Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really good either way.
I mean, I don't think that's something you can just stop, is it?
Nope.
Not that I know of.
So he wants to meet tonight. I don't know what about. We're meeting
So,
at
like,
somewhere. Go ahead, Sunday.
Is this someone we're nice to, or we don't like him much collectively?
We're nice to him. We are at odds at what we should do about him.
Okay.
He's nice. He's not like, God, he's not like the other ones.
He's not like Grant. Grant's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's given us information about them, which even the mage bit aside, if they were found out that'd be bad.
It appears
He's-
that Grant might have the ability to sense supernatural beings. And that's the biggest concern right now that we have with Cameron's state of possibly showing signs of being a mage, that Grant will be able to suss him out and do who knows what. Because Grant's a sociopath.
Like, medically?
Like, I could diagnose that according to the DSM. Absolutely.
Okay. I guess it's
Have
not
you
exactly
dis-
his fault. He's an asshole then.
Have you decided what you will do about him, Miss Schultz?
No. I mean, I think ultimately it's up to him and what he wants. At least from my perspective. I'm not going to force any of it on him. Which I know is at odds with everyone else. But I can't do that.
I would say I hope he has good news, but I don't think that exists in this city.
You're learning quickly.
Well, let me be clear,
This
though.
is where
What's not-
hope comes to die. Go ahead, Bo. Sorry.
So let me be clear. Yeah, well, we might be at odds about how to go about interacting with Grant. Cameron. What isn't at odds is our trust in you, Gwen. So we'll take your lead on this. Agree or disagree that I trust you. We trust you.
It is
And
absolutely your call.
Any pushback is because we care about your well-being.
I
That
appreciate
And
that, Bo.
and my well-being, to be quite honest.
I hope that's true for everybody because I know that it can seem that I'm blinded by my past with him. And I know that's a thought that may cross some of your minds.
I'm not going to say the thought has never occurred, but I do trust that you're a survivor. And you will do what is necessary when the time comes, whatever that is for you.
You can't really help being colored by the past with him, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
You've seen things we haven't seen. And the other way around.
Just your judgment. I just hope you're ready for the price it will cost you, whatever that may be.
I don't know. I don't think I will know until it happens.
Well, how about we just see what he wants before we start talking prices?
Appreciate it Sunday.
Did you get a sense he was in danger, that he had information?
Quick text from a burner, said he had something to talk about. Meet him at Dylan's.
Alrighty then.
All right.
So-
We're pulling up.
As you pull up to Dillon's and get out, when you go into place, Charlie is walking around with a tray of drinks, and everyone catches her look over at Gwen and Sunday and wink at the two of them before she continues about the place. But she just kind of does her head like that towards the back. As you head on back, Cameron, are you eating at this point?
He has a plate in front of him of a nice cut of steak, some collard greens, some sides, and a drink. He hasn't touched it.
Okay, so when you all come into the private room, you see Cameron sitting there. And since this is Sunday's first time, Cameron, go ahead and describe Cameron just so Sunday knows what you look like.
Yeah, it's not too different from what I look like. His eyes are a bit more sunken in. It's like he hasn't gotten sleep in a long time. Brown hair, 5 o'clock shadow, which is morphing into probably something more filled in. Gray shirt, dark gray hoodie, zip up hoodie over it. He's just staring at his food. He's kind of shaking a little bit. He's trying to remain some composure, and some grooming. It does not seem like to be a thing of his, at least lately. For the rest of you, it doesn't seem like he's lost weight, but he seems like he hasn't gained any weight, so he still seems a bit underweight. He actually seems a little bit worse with the more sunken eyes and general paleness too.
Quinn runs up to him and is kind of gives him a hug. It's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
When Kat comes in, she's like, you need me to prescribe you something for anxiety?
No, but no, that's fine. I'm all right.
Okay. And she sits down.
He's kind of he's wiping his nose. He's got some more, itching a little bit sometimes. Thanks for coming, all of you.
Oh, let us introduce. This is Sunday Booth. She's a new associate of ours. Cameron
Hi.
Wheeler.
Hey, sorry if it's awkward. I'm here.
I guess welcome to the group.
Thanks.
I don't know.
It's good to meet you.
Same.
What's wrong?
So you can sit down. Get comfortable or sit down. I have. I mean, things haven't really happened for months until a few days ago, and I got a lot of. I got a lot of interesting stuff. How are you?
Doesn't matter. What's going on, Cameron?
I'm just having a lot of headaches lately. Well, something about Grant's, his own personal detail. There's something I've met with them recently, and there's something off about them. I just they feel not human. They're not like what you are. They're not vampires. It's you all give off this very different vibe. So he has some personal detail that are, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's like a strange power that's kind of emanating off of them. It's going around and I feel like I'm like biting on metal. It's very uncomfortable.
I mean, they are probably mages.
I guess.
Has something happened with them?
Oh no, it's I've met them before. They weren't like that.
Oh, so it's changed.
Yeah.
Certainly the same people you met before.
Yeah. I met them before. And same faces, same everything.
Cameron, 2 questions. One, did they give you anything that you might have on your person?
No.
Then, are you carrying anything of personal value on your person?
Kind of hesitates and he just takes out a burner phone. My wallet.
More like sentimental value.
No. No. You had one other question?
No, that was the other question.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then I got an assignment from Grant. I had to look into Mirsha. I think that's his name. And
And what did you find?
Mirsha Brosrod. There's so many. There's a Mirsha the Elder. There's a younger. And then I put it through this facial recognition scanning through some historical documents.
And what did you find?
Dracula. So
don't ever
we have
call
Dracula
him that
in Kansas City.
Don't ever call him
Mirsha.
that. Mm-hmm.
Mirsha.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Grant called him. So
yeah.
It hadn't gotten any weirder.
He is a legend of my clan.
Yeah, legend. That's one way of putting it.
Just shows you what we're capable of if we put our minds to it.
Yeah. He's kind of
Cameron,
like rubbing his nose.
There's like, I feel like that's just touching the surface of what's here in Kansas City. And it's clearly affecting you. Are you sure this is the right place to be?
Yeah, I mean, we met here before. This is just a normal conversation.
I mean, you in the city. It's clearly not doing well.
How often are you taking the pain pills?
Pain pills.
When I get headaches, when I get the migraines. Or the
How
thoughts.
often?
Enough.
More than
years?
enough.
I mean, I went to a doctor and I got prescribed for, migraines, and they just don't stop. I think everything, and it just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I remember everything in my life, and I remember everything up to this point. And all these memories flood in at the same exact time, trying to wrestle control. It gives me some semblance of peace. It's not perfect. Gets rid of the headaches at least a little bit. I am okay. I mean,
Are you?
no.
You're
You're abusing
presently
fucking
showing signs of
pills.
withdrawal.
Well, sometimes I get nosebleeds when I think too much too. So,
Kat's gonna send off a quick text to Max and be like, "Get here ASAP."
You mean Gwen?
Gwen.
You said Cat.
I swear,
You're
names are
all
so
just-
fucking bad today.
We're all just getting
Okay.
names wrong today.
I'm like, Cat doesn't know Max.
Yeah, and she's gonna tell him to get there ASAP.
I would like to use Scry the Soul on Mr. Wheeler.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna be.
What else have you found, Cameron?
So I was taken to labs. Of course, I had my everything, was covered. My head was covered, and I couldn't know where I was, but I had a semblance of where I was based on the direction of movement. They were looking at me pretty closely. I think I'm starting to think whatever's my memory thing is just their experiments. They're doing something to their agents to, help them on the field, and enhance them, experimenting on the supernatural. They can put it onto their people like me. I think that's what's happening, and that's what they made me into. But
Why do you think it's that over the other?
Over what?
Actually being not human.
It just makes more sense. I've been around them more, and they need people to, and I guess to fight supernatural, they must enhance the natural with supernatural. Werewolves. I did overhear on my way out. The cybergrafting on the Wolfman failed again. I wish we could figure out why their body was so strongly rejects implantation attempts. That's what word for word what I heard.
What Wolfman?
I guess they have a wolf person and they're grafting cybernetics onto it.
Sounds like they're failing. Thank
They're
fuck.
trying.
Do you have any cybernetics?
God, I don't think so.
Storyteller.
Yes.
Well, I guess I say, Cameron, can I see your hand for a second? I will take it. I'd like to attempt to use spirit touch on, I guess, to try and get a sense if there's anything in Cameron that maybe is foreign.
Like anything was placed in him?
Yes. And if that is not the case, maybe, because I guess Bo doesn't understand fully what's going on with Cameron, but if he can touch into what is causing that conflict with him? What might be causing the headaches? I'm trying to just get a psychic snapshot of the conflict with Cameron.
Yeah, it's not a normal use of it, but I'll let you roll it. Let's see. It's going to be a little higher difficulty, so
yeah,
I'm going to adjust what you get from it based on your roll. But I like it, so let's try it.
Just, using what I got.
Did you give Rashad Scry the Soul results?
Rashad knows what it is.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna willpower
9 with a crit.
I will willpower that just for shits and gigs.
Remember I said that there's going to be a little bit higher difficulty on this?
10
with a crit.
With a crit.
Okay. So your spirit's touching him. You can feel his body resisting you. Well, not his body, his mind. But it's not foreign to him. It's uncontrolled. It's unfocused. It's untrained. But it is trying to fight you. But you do sense something else has touched his soul recently. You can feel the impression left behind it. Something different. Scanned his soul. It's illogical. It is mechanical in nature, but very, how can I put this? Logical may be the best way to put it. It was a very clinical scan of him by somebody not too long ago, a few days ago, actually. You can feel the residue it left because that kind of a roll, I'll give it to you. 10 with a crit.
Do I sense anything when he's doing that?
A chill passes through you. That's it.
Mr. Wheeler, I believe we are out of time, whether you are. Whatever is happening to your kind has already happened to you. Your aura is beautiful, for lack of a better word. It is a star in comparison to the rest of us. I don't know if that means your headaches are their attempt to stop it or something, but you are different.
Is that a compliment? Thank you? No, I just look at Gwen and like, is he complimenting me? What?
You're in denial about it.
Well, because I don't know if Dan the player could perfectly regurgitate what the storyteller gave me. Will try in his best way to explain what he's feeling after that interaction with Cameron.
For you, Cameron, that lines up with that tech or the lab manager pointing that odd device at you when you were in the lab, leaving the place and looking at you strangely.
They know.
I'm guessing Grant knows now. Something.
It doesn't matter if Grant knows. Who cares about fucking Grant?
Yeah, well, I mean, if he knows has my family on speed dial and I can threaten them, yes. If I don't do what he says and I'm now special to him in some way.
I don't know what things are like for your kind, but if your politics is even roughly similar to ours, you may have much bigger problems, Mr. Wheeler.
Cameron, if you have become what you were becoming, you have the potential to turn Grant to cinders with just a thought.
I don't even know how to. Sorry.
It's not logical what's going on in you, Cameron.
I'm
I feel
gonna,
like a faint trickle of blood kind of coming out.
I'm gonna bring someone to help you.
Who? I mean,
He's also a mage, but not like the technocracy.
would I know that word?
Nope.
I'm like,
The tech with the weird feeling, that's them. And it's not good.
okay.
You came here to warn us, Cameron, but I think you need to heed a warning from us instead.
I mean, okay. I can't stop what I'm doing. I'm still technically investigator for them.
Doesn't matter.
You can so stop what you're doing.
You're stopping.
In information, you're gonna need that on the inside.
Yeah, but you need to be okay more. Dumbass.
Gwen cares
Okay.
about your well-being, therefore we care more about your well-being than your use to us.
Honestly, it sounds like we have more information than you anyway, if we know about them and you don't. This is only putting you at risk.
And if anything happens to you, it's not like you can pass information anyway.
And I knew who Mirsha Basarab was the moment I met him, which was weeks ago.
We don't need to rub it in, like he's doing stuff here.
But
They have you
seriously,
made.
Cameron, they have you made. It's time to be a ghost.
Metaphorically.
Metaphorically, I'm not
I
talking
figured that
about
in a second.
destroying you.
Yeah.
Take it from someone who's run before. I understand.
Grant had me watch him burn our father alive. He will take no pause pulling you apart piece by piece to find out and figure out what you are and how you work.
And don't think he won't harm your family, even if you comply.
It's better to go of your free will and make these decisions than to be taken and not have the choice.
He's gonna take out a little bottle of pills and he's just gonna set it on the table. And
Snatches it.
all right, well, I guess I'll try anything at this point. Oh,
Kat looks to Gwen. Who was it that you've called in?
Max. The mage I know.
What's his last name?
Word.
Thank you. I'll go let them know. And Kat's going to go out and let Charlie know that we're expecting Max Word.
Okay. It doesn't take but a second. Then you come back in the room.
Mm-hmm.
you can
He's
see him,
going-
he's slumping in his chair. Just
I know this isn't how you thought the night was going to go, but
That's how it needed to go.
yeah.
yeah. It's great.
What's wrong now?
This is no, just I'm just worried. I'm not ever going to be able to control this, and my brain will melt. I don't know.
Other
It's a big
people.
change, but
I can't. Go ahead.
it's a big change, but a lot of people have figured it out before you. And I know we probably can't do a whole lot to help, but any friend of Gwen's is a friend of mine and a friend of ours. We'll do what we can, and we know people who can do other things, and you'll be okay.
I hope so.
Gwen's gonna do like a really thorough look over Cameron to make sure that he's not like keeping anything else. So wits awareness.
Yeah, wits awareness sounds good to me.
Was there anything else, Cameron?
I'm using my concealed object specialty.
Yeah. When I was brought to the lab, I heard him talking on the phone to someone, a Boris, and totally took. I didn't hear all of it, but it said that Jezebel has to be in a protector's custody and assign the personal detail to her. You know, on his people, one of his enhanced people.
Cute.
I don't know what that means, but if it means something to you.
Oh, it absolutely does mean something to me. Yeah. Thank you.
Are they even hunters? What are they doing?
I know exactly what Grant's doing. He's studying what he perceives as the enemy so that he can wipe us all out.
So you don't think she'll actually be in protective custody? Or do you?
She might. She might. Or it could be that certain things have happened. I'll know more later.
Bo, you guys went to a charity event.
Yes.
Check I think your pocket was bugged.
I mean, I'm wearing different clothes than I was.
Yeah, but then I don't know if that makes any difference. Trying to find someone named Manuel and was it Tanya and cameras. And I had to run facial software recognition for pictures, sketches. Someone named Manuel and a woman named Tanya, and of course I had to do that with the Mirsha as well. But Mirsha was the most mind blowing.
If you're correct, then they would have heard every conversation we've had since then.
Gwen looks
I
in the
don't
pill
wear the
bottle.
same clothes all the time.
Gwen looks in the pill bottle
They
to make sure there's nothing odd with it. Is there anything wrong with it?
No, he doesn't have anything else wrong with him other than, at this point, yeah, you can see what Kat's talking about. He's got the signs of somebody who's a bit strung out on opiates.
Oh, I meant that so Gwen's gonna check the pill bottle to make sure it's not bugged.
It's not. It's just a pill bottle. He got it from a CVS.
Why'd you wait until then to tell us about the bug and not start off with that?
There were so many I have so many thoughts going on at once. It's starting to hard to keep track of what order things are in.
There's a lot going on in his
There's
head.
so much. And one thought leads to another, and just new memories.
And to be fair, I should have checked. That is something I should have thought of.
Storyteller, would I be able to roll to see if I know anything about the technocracy? Specifically, a rumor about what happened with a certain ancient kindred in the week of nightmares and that stuff?
You can roll a wits occult. Sure.
Can I do intelligence occult instead?
Sure.
So I'm going to rouse the blood for this.
Four. 7. With 7, I'll say you knew they were involved in it. And they had some way of calling a sun laser from the sky.
If rumors are to be believed, the technocracy may not be a enemy, or at least not completely. Are you all familiar with the story of the week of nightmares?
Assume I'm not.
No.
Has that turned up for anything for me?
Now, you haven't heard anything about Week of Nightmares. That would have never been called that by mortals.
Would Kat know anything
Just have to
about
check.
that?
Kat would know a little. I mean, you'd know it involved the Ravnos waking up because it screwed up all the Ravnos, or most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them. There's some alive still, but a lot of them got fucked up.
According to the story, the technocracy dealt with that problem. If it is true, they may be able to help us with other problems. Of course, they wouldn't be helping us, but
Where
Do we
exactly
trust
did that
them?
occur?
It was in
Does
the
it still
east.
exist?
I believe it was East Asia, Pakistan, India, that area.
Mm-hmm.
enough exists.
Mm. Yeah, I'm sure whatever was living there doesn't anymore. So, considering what I know, what I knew happened, yeah, not considering them allies.
While you're formulating what to say,
Yeah.
Gwen's using discerning on him. Cameron, what does Cameron want right now? What is your desire at the moment?
Peace from the thoughts. Just silence.
Because
Or
she's,
at least one thought.
and what's that thought?
No, or only like, one stream of thoughts instead of.
Yeah, but what's your
just a
desire
normal-
in that stream of thoughts?
I just want it gone. I want it at least or controlled, or so
Okay,
I don't
there you go.
go in that. Yes.
Gwen, that's her plan merit. She picks that up.
Okay.
Gwen will put her hand on your back as you're like talking and doing like going through all this. So, what did you find out about Tanya and Manuel?
I had to go through facial recognition software just to track them.
Did you find anything?
I didn't, right? Not yet. No.
I will point out, you should have been able to find anything. You had access to all the cameras in the city. But for some reason, those two don't appear. Or Mirsha, none of them have been found on any cameras.
I think that's why I was assigned to that, so I can find any traces of any of those of Mirsha and of the other two. But I have not been able to find them.
Excellent.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
know
but
how
will
to
they-
hide their tracks.
Will they punish him for not finding anything?
He's not going back.
Makes me wonder if someone is stopping you from finding them.
I mean, we also have abilities to hide from cameras, so that could be it. Cameron, what do you want to do now? You're not going back, so that's not an option. But what do you want?
I want to sleep, and I guess I'll eat something. I don't, for long term, just want things the way they were.
That can't happen.
Can't.
I am going to apologize. This may come off as callous, but what happened to you has happened. I cannot speak for others, but I can assure you I did not exactly get a welcome to what I became, but I was it nonetheless, and so are you. You will need to decide how to play this game. I cannot tell you what your people will be like. They may be nicer, they may be worse, but you are in whatever game this is. You will have to decide your role. You could hide from it, though if I'm being completely honest, I doubt it will work. Or you can embrace it and whatever consequences those may be. I doubt it'll be pleasant either way.
If he hides at the nosebleeds, the headaches, it'll all get worse.
Well, maybe I'll just. Who is that? Max, right? You
Mhm.
said.
There's a knock at the door when you say that name. And Charlie pokes her head in. Mr. Maximilian?
Please let him in.
And as he steps in, he goes, "No, not Maximilian, Max-a-million."
God, you're
And-
so full of yourself.
Charlie just rolls her eyes. Hey, Gwen, you said it was important?
I need your help. And she gestures at Cameron.
And he looks over and he just stares at you, Cameron. And again, you feel a cold chill up your spine. Now, isn't this interesting?
What exactly is this?
We've got us a little baby here, don't we?
Congrats.
Think so?
He probably hasn't even seen his avatar yet. Interesting.
I'm seeing a lot of things in my head.
Can you help?
I've got news for you. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh. Joy.
Can you help?
Personally, no, I can't. Do I know who can? Yes. Can I put him in contact with him? Yes. Can I take him to it? Yes.
Why do I feel like there's a but with this?
No buts. He just has to be willing to go. I mean, if he doesn't go, things will get worse. Things will get worse. He'll either learn to control it or he won't. Either it'll destroy him or he'll figure out how to control it.
You've had this too, man. And I just point to my head. And
No, probably not. Everyone's different. Their skills lie different areas. Me personally, I was lucky. Everything I did.
Good for you.
Everyone's different, like I said.
Ah, man. Sorry. Oh yeah, you took the pill, so I was gonna be staring at it, but I'm like kind of jittering.
They're gone.
Yeah.
But we don't see you looking for them. And
You missing something?
he's been trying to cope.
So many memories.
And Max steps over to you and he touches you, puts his hand on your shoulder. It's tough sometimes. And as he says that, though, suddenly the need for pills just is gone. Just gone.
Hi.
That's the best I can give you. I'm not very skilled. I can't do much other than that. Hell, I have to touch you to even do that.
Yes.
But others can do
Yes.
more and different. And like Kat said, you'll have the ability to keep your family safe if you just go with them.
I kind of just look at Max. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Now, before I take him out of here, I do want to know what I'm getting myself into, because the look on everybody's faces here tells me it's a little bit more than he's on some pills.
He was a contractor for the Second Inquisition.
Idiots, got it?
Second Inquisition's working with the technocracy.
Is that what I... So he works for that guy that we saw at the charity event.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh,
know,
you were there.
one of his friends with him isn't right.
No.
They've already scanned him. They know what he is.
Shit, I'm surprised they didn't try to recruit you right there.
They want him to get information, I'm sure.
Mm. No, they probably weren't sure yet and had to think about what they figured out before they tried to recruit him.
Cameron did say that one of their Brant, that guy's goons, seems to have changed somehow. I don't know if
It's
that
like
means
that
he's
thing I saw there that night. Not Grant, that guy got a little bit something wrong with him. But
I said he was weird, didn't I?
no, his hand isn't normal. No, one of the other guys, I think I'd term him more machine than man.
got it. So they've been making people cyborgs.
I think they call it augmenting.
They're doing it to wolves, so
It's not
Attempting
that
to.
easy. I've heard stories about that. Now I'm not an expert on it. You'd have to talk to somebody that is, but I've heard the wolves try to do it to the lupine, and you don't involve their spirits, their body doesn't take well to it.
Trying to anyway, it sounds like.
Well, of course they are. It's what they do.
Will your associates protect him if it comes down to it?
I can't promise because I can't speak for them.
They
who are
won't
they?
send him back, will they?
No, they won't send him back. They won't give up unawakened. Not without a fight. But a lot of us, we're individuals. Everyone's different about their capability of protecting things. I'm not going to promise anything because I can't deliver what someone else has to do.
So who are these people that you're put in contact with me?
We call ourselves the Awakened. I think
Okay.
these kind here, they call us mages, which to me is about as insulting as if I called them vampires or leeches.
Blanks.
Flanks is a
That takes the
particularly
cake.
insulting way.
That's more insulting.
I figured
There is nothing blank about me.
that was
Nothing.
drilled into us.
Well, you do kind of show up as a negative spot at times.
Do I?
Yeah.
You don't get off body
Yeah.
heat. You don't give off respiration, no heartbeat. You're blank to a scanner.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's still insulting.
It's very insulting.
Well,
At the very least, we can try to teach you before it kills you. Because eventually it's going to do something. And reality's going to get real pissed off at you. When reality gets pissed off at you, reality's going to correct the problem.
sure.
You'll understand after you've been taught a little bit. Reality has rules that it doesn't like broken.
Yeah. Been learning that, honestly.
Tell you what, y'all look like you were having some pretty heavy shit in here. You know, I'll be fair, it's not what I want to be involved in at the moment. I'll go step outside. When you're done with him, just send him out and I'll grab him. Take him somewhere. Somebody he can meet.
Okay. We'll be right out.
I'll be at the bar anyway. I think I need a bourbon at this point. Let's go see what their bourbon looks like. I want to see what their selection is. And as he walks through the door, you even say, "Up, Maximilian's heading to the bar. Let's see what you got."
What a character.
Useful.
Hey, you'll be leaving with someone who's lucky. That's probably helpful.
Probably could use a little luck.
I hoping I don't dampen that.
I mean, he helped, right? It seemed like he helped out on what he did.
I still have the headaches, but I don't need the pills anymore.
Okay. So, do you want to go with him?
Well, the Inquisition has something, they know how to make use of tools, so I might do something with this. Make it more of a boon than bane. Yeah.
What will you two do? Your friendship may become an albatross if you go with them.
Talking about me?
The two of you.
Yeah, the two of us.
I'm friends with Max.
I mean, he's just put in contact with them. I'm just that's it. I don't know.
Like you said, they're their own people. But
I'll try.
I do understand if you need to.
I'm going to
Leave.
see them. It's I'm curious. Honestly, something to look forward to.
Seems like you
had
could need
something.
it.
I haven't had something like that in a while.
Cameron, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. You're coming from the Second Inquisition. Some of them may consider you possibly a plant. Tell them everything you know.
Okay.
They'll be able
Yeah.
to tell. I guarantee it.
Especially
Great.
about the ones who examined you, who did things.
Hopefully there's no more of that.
If you go with them, there shouldn't be. Not like that anyway. From what Max said, they want more people like you. I don't think they'd hurt you. at least not intentionally, most of the time.
I still don't think it's going to be a cakewalk, but
Is
I
anything.
can't speak.
no.
I can't speak for them, but we all claim not to want to hurt you. We've all claimed not to want to hurt people. We've done so. We always find ways to do so or reasons to justify it. My suggestion would be to do what you can to make sure you survive.
I've been pretty good at that. Maybe not as much lately, but
You've been trying to cope and doing what you can. You haven't known what to do.
you've used the term mage last time we were here, and I just dismissed it. Like, it can't be that.
You've always been a little closed-minded when it comes to these things.
Yeah, and
It
you've always
takes
been right.
It takes a bit, yeah, of course I am. It takes a bit longer for you to do it. But like now you're there. That's what matters. And it wasn't too late.
No, thank you. Again.
Let me know if you need anything.
Yeah.
I have a couple favors
Same
owed
with
to
you.
me. If you need out of
I'll
the
let you-
city, let me know.
See. I hope it doesn't come to that, because I would like to see you again. All of you. And I look at going, you surround yourself with good people, so I don't want any of them to. I don't want anything bad happening.
Yeah.
But
Max will take care of you. I can suss out the truth pretty well with these people. And generally, and if he doesn't, I will 100% kill him.
yeah, I think that's one option.
Hope we remain on the same side.
I don't think you can get more opposite sides than a second Inquisition. Only really a step in the right direction.
Well, I'm looking at my plate, which is still probably now cold, and I think I'm gonna get this to go.
Order something new.
I like steak.
Eat it while it's warm.
I'll microwave it.
You're really trying to kill me now, aren't you?
I mean, if you want to cook something for me, I enjoy your little lunch little fridge lunch cuisine that you stole from Rashad's office. So I'm open to that. That's good.
Order something new. When I have my kitchen back, I'll cook you up something.
Gwen's already gotten up and got out the door to tell them to rush basically what he's already ordered.
Okay.
Well, I hope I see you again. All of you. Nice meeting you, Sunday Boo.
Same
Nice meeting
camera.
you too.
Bo's gonna step out and intercept Gwen on her way back.
Okay.
Yes. Do you need something, Bo?
I was gonna ask the same thing of you. Are you doing okay with all of this?
I want him to be okay. And this is what it takes. This is what it takes.
And answer my question. I guess rather, maybe it did. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. It's better than okay. It's a step in the right direction. It puts him in less danger. I believe, anyway. I could care less whether or not he's here or not. Well, obviously, I want him here more than gone, but if him leaving makes him safe, then that's okay. I've had to do it before. Let's do it again.
I'm going to choose to believe you, Gwen. Sincerely.
I am honestly not lying.
And I'm not being facetious here. But if any of this ever changes, and I'll just kind of let the subtext hang there.
Thank you.
It doesn't take long for Cameron to get a warm version of his meal. And then he steps out to meet with Max. Does the coterie need a scene here, or do we want to go to break first and then have the coterie have a scene? Probably want to do break, don't we?
For me.
I think break would be good.
Okay, so we'll go to break now. Thank you for joining us tonight, Cameron.
Yay.
Yep.
Thank you.
He. And we will see everybody in 10 minutes, 40-ish seconds. Yeah, the baby mage. See everybody after break. And welcome back. Before the break, we had our guest player, Cameron Wheeler, of course, played by the one and only Beetlespock, who was great. I love the way he was pulling off the strung out, in pain, Second Inquisition baby mage. But now he's been taken with Max, who isn't really going to be able to help him because of, different mage types there, but he'll find the one who can. That's what Max will do. Max is lucky like that. But they also found out some important information that I think this coterie needs to talk about. Some about what they revealed to Grant involuntarily. Some of what Cameron revealed Grant was up to. And so I think as they've left Dylan's and they're in a car that they know Grant hasn't bugged, I think we'll turn this over to the players.
Is that the best choice?
I think all things considered, it went pretty well. What choice would you have made?
You could have offered him the embrace.
I was going to, but he'd already said that he wanted that. And since he wanted that,
Oh, he would have been miserable if you had embraced him.
It was the eating comment that made me really hesitant.
I would have been more worried about you, Gwen, if he were embraced.
Why's that?
I don't know if you could have, and I mean this kindly, not patronizingly. I think it would have aided you.
If I did it against his will, absolutely.
Could have kept an eye on him.
I'm sure Max will check in or not. I probably owe him so many favors, though.
Everything has its price.
I think it's worth it, though. Like I said, better than the alternatives.
So we should assume they know everything we do.
At least everything we discussed that night. Beau hasn't worn the suit since that night.
Sorry about that.
Just assume your brother's gonna bug you every time he's fucking around you. Fucking walk out of places naked if you got to. Fuck it.
When were we at the club last? I mean, my quote is like once a month doing that. I've already hit that already.
No, but we're definitely Beau, do you want to say some things to your brother through the bug when we get back to the house?
No, I got my licks in.
Okay.
Feel free.
Okay, thanks. Thanks. Yeah. No, that's real funny because he sent a detail to protect Becky because he heard that I was going to be sending people after her.
I would caution you to not mess with things we don't fully understand.
Noted.
We know about the bug, but you know who else said they would go after Becky who doesn't know about the bug? Old Man Nelson.
Yep.
The car we're in isn't currently bugged, is it, Storyteller?
No.
Grant hasn't been near this one.
This one.
Doesn't need to be Grant.
I mean, I assume competence. I assume after the incident where the stone was left tracking on a vehicle, people check their vehicles between episodes.
Just not my competence checking my suit, I see. Kidding.
I rolled it. You failed to roll.
Yeah.
You aren't used to be having a bug put directly into your pocket without feeling it. On your car, we've known has happened.
It has happened, actually, yes.
It's happened, yeah. No, Dr. Rikosi, I will leave the verbal sparring to you.
Okay.
They know about our president, and I would like for this city to not cease to exist, so we should do something as soon as possible about that particular issue.
Mm-hmm.
Last I knew, we didn't really know what to do about it.
We didn't say where, did we?
Nope.
At least we have that working for us.
And all I said was the progenitor. I didn't say
We should
its
assume.
name.
We should assume they at least understand what that means.
Perhaps.
We could use it to give them false information.
But Cameron wasn't tasked to look up that. Maybe he doesn't.
Maybe they knew Cameron talked to us. Who knows what their scan picked up? They could have already known that he was talking to us directly.
You did the best thing for him, Gwen. You did.
I know.
He really seems to care about you.
Been friends a long time.
Oh no, that boy loves you.
I don't think he can love anyone right now.
No, he can.
He loves you.
Feel like loving people is the last thing to go.
Often our greatest weakness.
I mean,
God.
it's what reminds us to be human. Why we're here.
Perhaps.
And you work with people for a living?
I worked as a lawyer. You will find people do all kinds of foolish things for love, and that was before we count ourselves. Can't
No,
imagine.
I'm just talking about your
his
temperament.
people.
It is always doom and gloom.
They used to be better.
Well, Kansas City.
Does seem like it has that effect on people. Given who's here, probably they have an influence on it.
Probably be easier to count people that aren't here.
All right. So, Cameron hasn't been able to find traces of Manuel and Tanya or Mirsha. That's good. Considering that they were tasking him to do that, he's probably the best that they had. So they've lost an asset. Also,
I mean, they could have
good.
tasked multiple people.
They could have.
Could have been an all hands on deck thing.
It could have been. Either way, they've lost an asset, which is good. I expect soon they'll lose another because Becky, the hit on her has been placed. And I don't care what they bring to protect her. That's not going to matter.
Underestimate them.
Don't underestimate Mirsha's hunters.
I also do think there's a reason why they weren't able to find them on any cameras. I don't necessarily think it was Manuel's doing. I think they're being protected. Same way that there's no records on that lot. They don't want to be found. They won't be found.
Perhaps.
I'm going to be talking to Cutter.
About?
Advising him that if there's any Nos that tend to be inclined as he is, that they're going to need to stay out of my way. Because I'm coming for the spider.
We also still need to reach out to the other one we've met. I'm forgetting his name. One who's very old, though. He might know something about.
I learned from Mirsha that the labyrinths, all of Zelios's constructions, are navigated through will and intent. And I'll have that in spades.
Is it really that easy? I feel like we would have figured that out by now.
Sometimes the answer is the simplest one.
Doesn't seem like much of a labyrinth if you're driven to find the right place.
Not necessarily to find it, but to navigate within it. Finding it, I have another idea. Had some time to analyze every single word my brother said to me. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's just cutting ties with the Sabbat in this city. He wants my help to destroy our grandmother. He's tired of serving her whims.
Probably has been tired of it.
Mm-hmm. As much as I hate to do it, fucking can't stand that asshole. I'm going to have to summon Hideo to get my brother to meet with me privately. Because I'm going to have him arrange a meeting with the spider. And he's going to lead me and whoever goes with me straight to the lab. And he's going to prove that he wants to work with me by setting Nelson up and then turning on him to fight with us.
You know he's going to do all that?
If he doesn't, he dies.
And afterwards?
Then he and I will go take care of our grandmother. And when she falls, he will too.
So you're going to double cross him?
I've never said I wouldn't kill him.
They do kind of have like this mutual destruction thing going on.
I mean, seems like Kat's going to come out, though, so maybe not so mutually assured.
I mean, he may kill me.
I don't think he'd risk that.
Well, his goal may not be to kill you. I believe he once mentioned your elder wanted you. This may be a trick to get you to go back there.
Perhaps. Or we trick her to bring her here.
And do what?
Destroy her.
I don't see why you
How
needed that here,
old
though.
is she?
I'm sorry?
How old is she? Approximately.
She is about 80 years older than me.
So, if your progenitor is here in the city, I'm guessing they're all y'all's progenitor?
Of my family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who's to say, if someone was going to mess around with stuff, that they'd pick you?
In
I'm
what
just worried
way?
maybe somebody's going to interfere.
Hmm.
I don't think the progenitor would let that happen. She's knelt before him.
I've had dreams of it. At this time, it doesn't have a gender. It's gone beyond that. I've had dreams of it since I was a ghoul. Back in New York. It rested under the city. I had no dreams of it in Chicago. It wasn't there. I come here, and I have dreams again. Although in this state, I shouldn't have dreams. But I do. If it wishes to use me, there's not a damn thing I can do to stop it. I can just hope it considers me more useful as I am.
Does your brother have dreams about it?
No. My grandmother had visions.
Sure, you're willing to pay the price of your vengeance. This, I must admit, starts to feel like the story of our clan founder. When he called his children, there seems to be a odd need for more of us to gather here in a city that should be insignificant.
It's hungry.
What brought it here, though, from New York?
The Xantosas. They brought him to New York.
Is it that easy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So did the Xantosa set up the... I don't know
Oh,
what to call it, altar?
I bet they don't remember it.
Do they have the skill to set up something like that, though, even if they don't remember?
It doesn't mean that they set it up.
Who
It
did?
could have. It's ancient. What do you
If
think
it's
it doesn't
asleep?
know?
How could it build that room if it's asleep? Also, that room looked like it had been sealed off for a very long time. And was pretty
There
old.
are Some of us are capable of using some of our gifts even while we are unconscious. I don't know to that degree, but it is sometimes possible.
My sorcery instructor stated that its brother sent her. Perhaps its brother set that up for him. Or had it set up for him.
So where's the brother then? I think there's a piece that we're missing. I don't think it's that simple. Not that we're doing anything with him. He's just a very scary background thing.
Yeah.
But if there's something helping him that's walking around, helping them that's walking around.
But I can tell you, there are things that my clan's sorcery can do that could have created that room.
Would that also create the hole in the shroud that they've created? Or that's there? Or is that beyond Drell's expertise?
That could have been tied to him tampering with ley lines. Place of power. Because we do draw upon that with our sorcery. If he
Hope
drew
there's
enough on
anything-
it, it might have ripped things to shreds.
Doubt there's anything beyond their power once they get to be that old.
Exactly. So, yes, I might seem to have a nonchalant attitude. That's because if I'm fucked, there's nothing I can do about it. So I might as well live each night to the fucking fullest.
So that is one way to do it.
Better than being mopey and glum all the time.
It's nice having the old cat back.
Thanks.
Just bring back someone she mortally hates. That's all it took.
Oh, I thought it was the Mirsha fucking, but
Have not done that. I only told him perhaps.
the hopes of, comma.
What? I can't make it too easy.
I don't understand
What?
why you want to.
Because it's motherfucking Dracula. You don't. Okay.
You were saying don't mess with things that old, and here you are. I just don't understand.
Well, Dracula's
The
not
logic
as old
doesn't
as
compute.
the progenitor.
No, but he's motherfucking Dracula.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay. So everybody outside of Romania see Dracula as this horrible warlord and just monstrous person. Yes?
Wait, he was.
Do you know who he did that to? The Ottomans that invaded the country. And were trying to force their Moorish beliefs on people. By the sword.
He himself admits that he wasn't always.
No, he had to be ruthless. He did that when he was alive. He is a hero to my people. A legend. Because he reclaimed our home from invaders. And yes, the cost was high. But there was nothing that wouldn't be paid to reclaim the home. He was absolutely a revenant destined to be a Tzimisce. And no, I don't expect any of you to understand that.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here trying to avoid making an inappropriate joke.
I'm not going to judge you or tell you not to. I just don't understand. And that's okay.
And it's okay that you don't understand, but it is definitely interesting to see what he has become.
He's made it on a far journey with his beast. Not meaning to make it that far.
We always find ways to justify our actions.
Oh no. He's done something interesting. And I'm going to figure it out.
What do you mean, done something interesting?
He's damn humane. And I
Players
know
looking
some
what
of
it's
you may
called.
not believe that, but he is.
It's Golconda, right?
I think so.
It makes sense. That's what it seems like to me.
I think so.
Oh, Golconda doesn't exist.
Maybe not in the way everybody thinks, but doesn't mean you can't learn to harmonize with what you are.
I mean, without rousing, he's warm to the touch. At his age.
That's impressive without medication.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't be so worried about my sex life. I guarantee I'm not vanilla.
We are all very aware of that.
But
Oh, I hope he gives new name to Vlad the Impaler Cat. I swear. You're fine.
Is that the joke you've been waiting to make?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
I
really.
like that one. I like that one, Bo.
I couldn't help myself. I have to live up to my clan a little bit.
You do, and you were sassy, all right? You were sassy. It was good. Oh, man. Glad to have the old Bo back, too.
Hmm.
Man, fuck your brother.
will do that.
He's such an asshole.
I've been telling you. I've known that since I was 5 years old.
God. I mean, at least mine, he was decent until he became my grandmother's bitch. Ugh. All right.
If I may shift gears briefly, back to this bug that I don't want to think about because I should have caught. But anyway, do you think, knowing that my brother is working with the technocracy, that there's any way we can even try to leave some false crumbs? Or do you think just destroy you saying your piece and then destroying it outright is the best way to go? Like, do we, I guess.
The problem is we don't know if it's just a standard bug.
Right.
Or if it's been enhanced. And if it's been enhanced, which it likely has because your brother likes to get all the fucking toys. Literally, I'm not sure we could do anything to it that would work.
Do we have any ways of learning if it's enhanced, any of our various abilities?
Heightened senses has a chance to detect magic.
Or maybe even sense the unseen.
Or sorry, sense the unseen, not heightened senses. My bad. Thank you.
No, right. Okay, maybe we try that.
Yeah, we can take a look at it. Before I say anything into it, we'll take a look at it. Because I don't want to say anything to it.
Right.
You know, and if it can be hacked, let's fucking hack it.
Because it's been gnawing at me, and I don't know if any of you have had the same thought. What if they have insiders in the Camarilla too? Like we know.
I've
we know
absolutely thought that.
Manuel knew it. He mentioned it to us at one point.
Mhm.
If we could somehow imply that we know, even though we don't, who it is, maybe that'll cause them to make a mistake or pull someone out that, or leave someone hanging that we could maybe identify and deal with too.
We could start the conversation as we're walking into the house.
Yeah.
We would never have to say who it is
Fine.
because we won't be there.
We don't even have to really
Nice.
destroy it, though. I mean, we could say whatever we want to say to mislead them tonight, and then, but tomorrow you could take it, drop it off at dry cleaning, and never pick it up again.
If this is all depending on if it's enhanced or not. If it's not enhanced, I'm all for this plan. If it is, we just get rid of it. I don't.
Because we don't know what the enhancements do.
Because I'm going to listen to Rashad here and let's not mess with something we don't understand.
Right. Because we don't know what it's capable of doing. We don't know if it's just a bug or if it's a tracker or if it's a scanner. We don't know what the fuck it can do.
Rashad, I apologize. You were trying to get a word in.
Suggestion is that we leave it alone regardless. I understand that I am much more cautious, and perhaps that is a weakness itself. But if the rumors are to be believed, they have the ability to fire the sun at us. I do not think any trick we can pull to delay them will make a difference, and if it does, they may be angry, and I do not think any of our groups would risk a conflict with them to save us.
It's fair.
I don't know if they're
Yeah.
already angry, but they don't care about us. I don't know if they get angry. I think they think we're beneath them. Why get angry at an ant? Just will squash us either way. But I think regardless of what we do, that's their intention.
Perhaps.
Again, I think this is premature until we know if it's anything. And if it turns out that it's something, Kat, say your piece to it, and then we'll do what we can with it to get rid of it, destroy it, whatever seems doable.
Let's take a look at it first.
Bring it to the fucking club.
No.
I'm kidding. It changes location anyway.
You
I just know I'm going to
start
get it
with
the
us.
fuck out of my house.
Sorry about that.
Wait,
That's
Killer,
all right.
I would like to premonition this. I don't know. Can I premonition this course of action just to see what the?
Of course you can. You can premonition whatever you want.
whatever
No, it
the-
may not. You may not get a premonition about that course of action. You don't know, but you could try.
I'll try. But I'm gonna blood surge. I'm still at hunger one, so I feel like I'm not playing appropriately here. So I need to be more risky.
I mean,
Take
I
some
can
more
always
risks.
make the ground swallow it.
You make it listen to the dirt for a couple hundred years. I'm sure
Yeah.
that bug will get a lot of good info out of the dirt. Four so far? Okay. Just four. Let me roll something now.
Rouse check.
Hey, you passed a rouse check? What the hell?
I passed
So I
both
think-
of them.
I think I'm the only
It's
one that's
going
failed.
well.
I think I'm the only one that's failed one tonight.
No, I have to.
I have you.
Okay. As you look into what you see a vision of a spider. As a spider moves from one place to another, it scurries and finds different hiding places as it moves around, till it comes to rest somewhere it thinks it won't be seen. That's all you get.
We will relay that to the others. Is it possible it can move? Or maybe make more of itself?
What gives you that inclination?
My vision, it showed me a spider moving freely, hiding. It may be referring to our enemy beneath the city, or it may be literal about this device. I was trying to find out about our plan, if it would work.
Well, I guess it's not very clear.
Do your visions always show you what you want them to?
No.
Okay. So it may not be tied to the bug. It might be, but it may not be.
I'll just keep an eye out.
Yeah. But a spider is going around, sussing out some places, and then finding one to hide in. Yeah.
I mean, is there any connection between the bug and the bug? Like some way he could be listening in.
I'd be surprised.
I'd be real damn surprised. That guy's an idiot.
This has my brother's name all over it.
Didn't they have a conversation?
And they did.
Maybe they made some kind of deal.
As you're pulling up to Kat's property, you've got the big fence. Actually, you've got the big stone wall with a gate. There's somebody standing in front of your gate.
In the headlights, who is it?
Long, flowing red hair, well beyond her waist. Fingernails sharpened to a point. Slightly pointed ears, ruddy lips. With a strange, sardonic smile on her face. Kat, actually everybody here except Sunday has met her at least once. Kat's met her a few times. Morel is outside the gate of your property.
And Kat doesn't even move her lips, but she just thinks in her head, what the fuck does this bitch want? Looks like my instructor's here. As she goes to open the gate, she rolls down the window and says,
Morel's still standing right in front of the vehicle, too.
Are you going in?
Am I invited?
Not like you needed it the last few times, but sure.
That was before you were trained. Now, out of respect,
I appreciate
am I invited?
Of course.
And she steps and starts walking towards the house as you just drive past her.
Mm-hmm. And the gate closes behind her.
Okay.
And we will park.
And Morel is standing in front of the house. She just waits.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, this is the first time you've met her. There's something odd about this woman. She does not have... Every movement is for a reason. If she's not moving to do something, she doesn't have nervous tics. Her eyes don't blink. She stands perfectly still.
Who is this?
I'm sorry. Let me introduce you. And I will walk up to Morel and say, please come in. I'd like to introduce you to our associate Sunday Booth. This is Morel.
Lovely.
Morel.
You've made a lovely little friend.
Indeed. And she opens the door and allows Morel to enter first.
And Morel steps in. Now, I'm sure Beau's bedroom is way across the house.
There's a whole nother wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Yeah.
And where did you find this one?
She actually came to fight the Sabbat.
I smell a bloodline that is quite ancient.
Uh-huh.
Fascinating.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So she did exceptionally well in her trial, and so she got an invite when we had Callum go off on business.
Sunday. Would you mind if I contacted you at some point? I would be interested to study you some.
What do you mean by study?
Exactly what I said. Study.
It's kind of like gaze cuts to Cat. Just
Cat is giving the fuck no look as best as she can.
Yeah, Sunday, I'm going to take a page out of your book when you jumped in for me and said no and say no for you.
I'm super busy, actually.
Pity.
But-
Yes.
I guess I'll have to amuse myself with the wolves again.
What can I do for you, Morel? Do you need to speak privately?
No. I've learned that one of our younger siblings has come in town. Young by my terms, not yours.
And which would that be?
Vlad is here.
Oh,
I felt his interference.
Yes, he's here.
You must pass a message for me. Tell him to stay out of it. Do not interfere in what I'm here for.
I will do that. Where's its brother?
Not here.
That's all I need.
His brother is east of us.
Excellent.
I last encountered him on the coast.
Excellent. That's all I need to know. Thank you, and I will pass your message.
Good. And also remind him that this is not his land, any more than it is my land.
Oh, I think we're all aware whose land it is.
He should remember. That is all. But I am glad to have met your new friend.
Nice to meet you, too. You seem very interesting.
Fascinating. Are you sure you wouldn't like to let me study you?
Not right now. We got a lot on our plates.
You would make such sweet music, though.
Morel, you and your obsessions.
Well, it's not obsession. It's what I was meant to do. I will leave your property now.
All right.
And she turns, walks out of the house, and doesn't look back, doesn't. Her arms just slack at her side as she walks.
Cat waits until she knows that Morel has left the property.
You can tell when Morel leaves.
She just waits there, tapping her fingers for a minute. Okay. So that's Morel. She's a very old Samitsi, Koldun, and she taught me Koldunic sorcery because the land told her to. And I don't like her, but she's working with Manuel to try to keep big guy asleep.
From down the hall, you hear, is she gone yet?
Yep, she's gone.
That seems like more than enough on her plate too.
Before
No
we
time
talk
for
too
study.
much about her, we might want to take care of.
All right, without saying a word, we're going to take a look at it.
Okay, you're going to go and look in Bo's jacket pocket. There's nothing there.
I'm going to check all the pockets.
It's not in either pocket. Give me wits awareness, wits investigation, wits whatever you want for searching.
Concealed object specialty.
Oh, yeah. Concealed objects is great. Not ambush, though, but concealed objects, yeah, that's great. It's definitely what this is.
Maybe good die. Can I use Shadow Servant to search faster?
Sure, you can use your Shadow Servant to get in all the nooks and crevices of the room. Sure. That'll speed up how long it takes to find it. 5. Man, for Kat to get us a 5 on wits awareness, she's really wanting to find this damn thing. 6 from Gwen? Is 6 the highest right now?
6.
See what Rashad's got on his so far? 2. Okay. You see Rashad's shadows separate, start moving around the room. Everyone starts looking around for it, checking pockets. Gwen, you find you can see it in the air vent of the HVAC system right there in the room.
When we'll go over to Kat and say, "It's really hot in here. Can we turn up the air?"
Sure.
And she'll be looking at the air vent, like she'll like glance over to the air vent, like as she's looking around for like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that causes Kat to look up and see it just sitting in there.
Mm-hmm. Kat is going to... The vent isn't in the ceiling.
No.
No. So she's going to basically rip the fucking vent off and grab that goddamn bug.
Okay. It's not hard. Easy to do.
Yeah.
You pull the vent off. It was just sitting just inside the vent. There's one of the wall vents on down low on the floor because you have them low to the floor and on the first floor of a house. And you grab it. As soon as you pick it up, little legs come out of the side of it.
Oh, I'm going to snap.
But it can't go anywhere.
I'm going to snap those right the fuck
Okay.
off.
Just break the legs right off it.
Yeah.
Now you're holding
A bug.
a bug.
Mhm.
That was a bug that became an actual bug, but
Mhm.
isn't anymore. Now it's just a legless bug.
And then she just looks down at it and smiles and says, "Grant, cute little toy. All your preparations are going to lead to failure. Enjoy." And she just crushes it in her hand.
Okay, yeah, it snaps into little pieces. I guess she answered whether it had something done to it because it grew legs to walk.
Mm-hmm. And then she's going to take it out.
The pieces.
Mm-hmm. In her hand still.
Mm-hmm. And it's a bunch of little tiny pieces. It broke easy.
And then, just in case breaking it didn't actually affect it, she's going to open up her wound, have the earth open up, and drop it deep into the earth and seal it up.
And the earth eats the bug pieces.
Does the floor have a crack in it now?
No, she took it outside.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry,
took it
missed that.
outside to the earth
Okay, I missed
itself.
that, sorry.
Yeah. Now, it was in the air vent. Pretty sure it didn't move around the house. It just went and hid somewhere.
No, but it just heard about morale.
Probably not. Not this far away from the damn house. It's not on the same air run. It's not on the same ductwork run as
The main living
the main area. This is a wing. It'd be off a
it's in the
separate
wing. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be. You said it was in the
Okay.
side wing,
I
right?
was like,
Yeah, you said his room is on a side wing, so it'd be on a separate duct run.
Yeah.
I used to do HVAC for a living. I know this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally separate duct run from the main part, from other parts of the house. Otherwise, you'd get no pressure and your AC would suck.
And as Machete says in chat, yes, Mama's going to kill a Solomon. Oh, yeah. With Bo's help. Oh, yeah.
I just hope it's the right Solomon she kills.
I'm not going to kill Bo. I'm going to kill Grant.
Are you able to monitor your home? There may be more of them.
You could try using the land to see if
I will try to use the land to do so.
To see if it leaves a residue.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me your intelligence Kodunic, I think it would be. Yeah, give me an intelligence Kodunic. Yeah, I think that'd be the best way to do it. Your wound's already open, so I'll count that as...
Mm-hmm.
See, and earth is one of your things so that you'd know what's been around the area.
Yeah, that's just a blood sorcery roll.
Yep.
Make sure I've done this right.
Don't forget your power bonus.
I know.
All the power bonus.
And I'm surging.
Well, of course, if you're not surging, you're not doing it right. Seven with a crit. I will give you some. 7 with a crit is nice. As you query and talk with the earth and commune with the earth. Now, it's not like it's going to speak directly to you, but you get the same impression of what it knows. The earth can tell you that it crawled out of the pocket. First, it hid behind the collar. Then it climbed out of the collar, went up under the bed, and then it went and hid in the air vent. But there wasn't any splitting, any extra ones. That was it.
She closed her eyes while she did that, and she opened them again. It didn't make any babies. It just moved around. First it was in the pocket, then it went to behind the collar, and then it went like under the bed, and then it went up into the air vent.
Right.
Would you like me to heal your wound?
If you don't mind.
I'm gonna use Valerian.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we're not doing anything. Can I use the scene? Take the whole.
If you want to take the whole scene, yes, you can.
Right, so then it'll be a difficulty 0. So hopefully I'll be able to do this without failing.
Yeah, that means all you need is 3 successes. 4 successes, that is enough. And it closes the wound you'd inflicted on yourself to use your Kodunic sorcery. With 1 aggravated, you dropped it 45 feet down a hole and then sealed the earth over top of it.
Yeah. In case it could still pick up anything, it's going to pick up nothing.
Dirt and stone at 45 feet down. Actually, no, water table.
Water table. It'll short out.
It'll pick up water at that depth. You're close enough to the river, 45 feet, water.
Water. Yeah. And she just looks to her shot. Thank you.
No problem.
So. Yeah. Oh, you definitely have my help killing your brother.
I mean, you have mine too. He fucking kidnapped me.
I mean, it's real personal to a lot of y'all, but I like you both. So if you want my help, I'm in too.
Because I imagine that little robotic arm of his will come right the fuck off when claws get to it.
I like punching folk in the throat. That's enough real quick.
You do it well.
You.
Going to see if I can figure out what's so special about this city.
That's what I've been asking. Now you see.
Well, I have to go out and meet with Cutter. Y'all are welcome to stay here if you wish. At least we know there isn't a bug here anymore.
Or at the very least, there's one less bug here.
Trust, there's no other bugs here.
I mean, it is Kansas. There's mosquitoes. And
Well, that's outside, though.
I'm sure you don't need backup, but if you want it, I can go with.
I mean, if you'd like to meet Cutter, he's a Nosferatu that is inclined towards helping us over the spider.
Potential friend then, huh?
Exactly. He's quite interesting, and I do threaten to, like, yank him out of vents, and he seems to like that idea.
Well, as long as it is mutually agreed upon, y'all do whatever you want.
I just think it's hilarious. But anyway.
so you can bring
I'll bring
Sunday to meet
with me.
Sure, okay. So as Sunday and Kat are riding out, what's everybody else doing? Anyone else going with them?
Well, I think it is time for me to head home.
Bo, do you want to go see our friend Big T?
Yeah, sure, we can do that.
Okay. So let's flash to Kat and Sunday in the car ride back to the Coterie Domain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Rashad had a car waiting at Kat
Oh,
since
yeah.
he was left there.
We probably would have met up at her place to head out.
Or a spare car, because I seem to recall the Coterie did have that. Didn't the Coterie have the car thing?
No.
No? You didn't get that one yet? Okay.
No.
Okay. But there's cars.
Mhm.
It's not a problem. So does Kat and Sunday need a scene on the way?
I don't think so. Do you need one?
Not unless there is a need-to-know rundown of weird shit that he likes, dislikes. Need to know.
I don't even remember them, to be fair.
And cool. No.
Okay.
I'm sure Kat spent a little time telling you hell no about Morel. Hell no, more hell no.
Yeah, no.
Like,
And
here's the
she would
bullet you
explain what
dodged.
Morel does with the wolves.
What does she do with wolves?
Oh, she literally takes her kinfolk and turns them into wolves, and she takes them and turns them into pets. And yes, it's...
She tries to create her own versions of the lupine.
And she tries to create her own versions of lupine. Do not let her touch you.
No, okay.
Or she gets a lupine and tries to turn them into toys.
Toys. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, don't let her touch you.
Forever busy.
She is a monster. Okay? Like I said, I don't like her. Not one bit. Literally, when I saw her standing in front of my gate, I thought, did not move my lips, but I thought, what the fuck does this bitch want?
Well, at least her visit was short.
Yeah, it usually is. One of the friendly werewolves to us, she literally buried him in the earth up to his neck. Because he was frenzying when he found out who she was. She has a history with the Shadow Lords. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he went ape shit in my backyard, and she buried him in the dirt up with just his head until he calmed down.
It would have been messy either way.
Yeah. Crazy. So I was like, okay, I don't want to fuck with either of them. Okay.
No, not on your property.
No, exactly. I'm like, just go.
So as you arrive back at the main coterie haven,
Mhm.
the smell of jasmine is coming through the air vents. I'm sure somebody's complained about it already. That's part of the signals. The coterie leaves a chalk mark, and he puts jasmine in if he's planning to show up.
Mm-hmm.
So his cat goes up. Now, they have protected their coterie with bars out to the air vents inside, so it's not like you can get up in there.
Mm-hmm.
But outside the door, as you're coming up, going to your door to go into your main floor there, you're...
Wow, that's so subtle. Cat walks up.
Can I come out of here yet? I'm getting tired of the jasmine smell. It's starting to irritate me.
Come on.
And Sunday, what comes out of that vent and unfolds himself out of the vent? It's about 4'10", if he's lucky. Abnormally thin. All of his joints look like they're not quite properly hinged.
Like he's got seriously double jointed.
Yeah, I wouldn't even go double jointed. It's like
triple.
His joints are on a swivel.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
And it's obvious he has to shop at Baby Gap and Kids Gap because he ain't wearing adult clothes for sure. Abnormally thin, looks malnourished. Who's the pretty one?
Cutter, this is Sunday Booth.
Oh.
Sunday, this is Cutter.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You like a guy who smells like jasmine?
I mean, I do like the smell of jasmine.
I like this one.
I knew you would. Come on in.
Okay. And when he walks again, his joints aren't right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a flowing, not a grace. It's more of a flowing wobble. As he goes into the room.
Yeah. And
I like this better than the other place.
yeah.
It's pretty nice in here.
Mm-hmm.
You got room for me to bunk up here a little bit? I don't take up much space.
Are you asking for hospitality?
I'm not going to say it like that, but, if I need to hide somewhere, if you got a spare cupboard, I'd borrow it.
I think if you need to hide somewhere, we can arrange it.
I mean, yeah, I take a cupboard. I don't want to sleep in the air vent. Gets drafty at night.
It's fine. We'll arrange something if you need a place to hide.
So is she cool to talk around?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Just like
She's cool to talk around. I called you here because, well, I'm going to be frank. I'm going after the spider.
Okay, Frank.
And I need you to warn anyone who is inclined as you are to stay out of my way.
It's kind of funny you mentioned that because, well, there was a time when there was a lot more who didn't think like me. And it seems they've had a run of bad luck and casualties.
You don't say.
And it seems like there's less and less of them now. And we're kind of starting to be the majority again.
Good.
Any particular time or just in general, stay the fuck out your way?
Just stay the fuck out of my way. I imagine within probably the next week or two, I'll be making my way down to the labyrinth.
Better you than me. I'm not going into that fucking spooky ass place.
That's all right. I'll take care of it.
That shit gives me a headache just looking at it. And he looks over Sunday. Imagine a place that the walls kind of move, but they don't move because it really more feels like your head's moving, even if you're not.
Well, that sounds awfully uncomfy.
It's like getting on a roller coaster without the fun parts.
Roller coasters are pretty scary anyway.
Have
you been there
your
before?
way, though.
And from this side, where's the best access point to get near it?
I mean, what do you... What do you define best. I mean, I can tell you a good stable one, but I'm not sure you want to go there, that one.
Why?
Because it's that place that I said we don't go to. No one goes to.
Oh, no, we don't go there.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we don't go there.
See, they move around a lot. But you're going to think I'm weird when I tell you this. There's an antique store downtown, okay?
Okay.
Now, you need to bring a tuning fork with you.
Okay.
You need to go in the antique store, look for the old silvered mirror. Make sure it's a silvered mirror, not this new fake shit they got, right?
Yeah.
And you tap the tuning fork against the side of the mirror. And walk into the mirror.
If you are shitting me, I will bend you in ways your body doesn't
Look,
bend.
I know I'm flexible, but I can't shit something that big. Too big.
All right, I'll try it.
I know it's weird. Trust me. I got this like fourth hand, but I trust the ones who told me.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Because, yeah, he's an idiot. Absolute idiot. And he's going to do shit that is going to destroy everything if left to his own devices.
I mean, that sounds right.
Yeah. So I'm going to take care of that problem.
He's a little bastard. If he thinks he's losing, he'd pull some weird shit like that.
Yeah, he knows he's losing, and that's why he's wanting to lash out. Met him at his fundraiser.
You met the spider?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
He's a bit of an asshole, isn't he?
Bit?
Had a whole
I mean,
villain
most rich
monologue.
people
It
are
was
like that, though.
fine.
He's got that rich people guy thing, you know?
I know. Oh, yeah, he was quite surprised that I was there with an invitation. And I'm like, please, bitch. I'm a renowned plastic surgeon. Of course I got an
I
invitation.
mean, if you're going to go murder him, go murder him. Do us a favor.
I am.
I'll make sure my friends stay out your way. It'll be all right.
Because any that are in my way will be destroyed.
And I'm sure some aren't going to be happy because, I mean, even if they want to side with you, they still consider it theirs. But
I'm not going to take over the labyrinth.
well, I'm not talking to labyrinth. I'm talking to sewer parts.
Yeah,
if you go
well,
through there.
You know, some
You
of
take
them
the
got
mirror,
little-
I don't give a shit. They won't see you.
Yeah. Some of them got real bent, or at least one of them got a little bent that I was using the sewers in a different direction than what I had arranged transport through.
No, that was Bubby.
That was Bubby?
Yeah.
Mm.
He tried to get us to call him Bubba, and we just started calling him Bubby just to fuck with him.
Mm.
Bit of an asshole, too.
Mm-hmm.
Talks tough. Coward at heart.
I could tell that.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I left him. I didn't destroy him. I just left him.
Oh, he'd have run like a little bitch if he tried it.
Yeah.
And he's fast.
Yeah. He said, more are coming. And I'm like, dude, you ain't got the numbers. But
Yeah, he's a little bitch. Don't worry about him.
I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about none of them. But yeah, so we'll be taking care of that. You need anything? You good?
He looks over at Sunday. Good date?
Really busy.
That's what I thought. That's what I always hear. I wash my hair. One woman told me she had to go shopping for new boots.
Comfortable
worth a try.
footwear is important.
It's worth a try. Nah, I'm good.
You're good.
Unless I need a place to hide, and I'll tell you.
You let me know and you will have a place to hide.
That'll work. Like I said, I don't take up much space.
I'll get you a suite.
That'd feel weird.
I know. That's the point.
Come in there and find me up under the bed or something. Sleeping in the armoire or shit, you know?
In the bathtub.
No, I did that once and somebody thought it'd be funny to turn the water on. I woke up waterlogged. You ever had a waterlogged vampire?
I hear it's unpleasant.
It's not good. We swell up. Then I can't fit in vents until I dry out. People look at me odd when I get in the dryer.
Oh, Cut or never change.
I don't think I get a choice anymore, do I? He leans around. Told women like a man with a sense of humor. Think on it. Just think on it. I've already asked you out. I'm not going to ask you out again tonight.
I'll think about it. I promise. You seem like a lot of fun.
Just think on it.
All right, let me see you out.
And you take him out and he scampers right back into the air vent. And yeah, he fits somehow. His shoulders go directions they're not meant to, and so does the rest of his body, but he fits. Does Cat need to talk with Sunday real quick before we flip over?
I mean, if you can get past the appearances, he's not a bad guy.
You keep saying you're going to kill Spider.
Yeah.
All by yourself?
No, I'll take help.
Okay.
I will.
Because I don't want to step on toes.
It's not that. If word gets around, I'm the target. Not the rest of you.
You know, I get it. I do. But it also seems like sometimes maybe you say you got to do this and you got to do that and you're going to take care of this. And I get the impression you kind of start to feel that it is all you.
I don't. I actually don't. I do trust all of y'all to help.
Okay. Well,
I've just been alone for a long time.
alone is one of my least favorite places to be.
Mine too. But I did it for a long time, 20 years. It's hard to break habits. Because for 20 years, it was me having to take care of it.
I wasn't by myself quite that long, but I hope you can, I know you trust me, but I hope at some point you prefer my company to your own.
Thanks, Sunday. I appreciate the offer.
And I'll help you beat up anything you want.
I appreciate that offer too. I'll just be glad when I don't have to beat things up.
Apparently you can just retire.
I know. That's fascinating. Ah.
So
I'm exhausted.
As you two have had an interesting little talk there, and wow, Sunday got to meet Cutter. And I will say this, the first time Cutter started like blatantly hitting on somebody. Yep, Sunday's not interested. At least he didn't keep pushing the issue, but he did say, think on it. He's going to try to win you with charm. Not that charming, but he's going to try. I'd like to thank my players and the viewers, of course, and our special guest player tonight, Cameron, Beetle Spock there. Wow. This has been a night of revelations in general. And it also knows that the question is, can a smashed up bug still function 45 feet down in the ground? In the water? Probably not. We're going to continue with 4XP this session. Why not? I know I said at the start of this chronicle I wouldn't give out crazy XP, but with what I got planned coming, y'all going to need it. That's all I'm going to tell you. And for the viewers watching, as I said, every episode my hair's a little different. Tonight I call this gray poupon over here. This is showing off all that gray that I've gotten recently because, dear God, it's silvery over there. Please, everybody, join us on our Discord. And I'm pretty sure the bot's working. Let's see. Yes, the bot is working. Please join us on our Discord, everybody. That is where the cast of this show comes from. All of our shows come from. And we got a good group of people that hang out over there. You can ask any questions you have about the stream down in Kansas City chat. Took me a minute to remember what it is. Though at the rate things are going, we're just going to call it Barbecue Central. Because Cat's ready to go barbecue some motherfuckers. With Sunday's help. So please join us over there. We do Zoom chats when we can, but let's be fair. When we have a Saturday or a Friday and a Saturday night stream, it is very hard to do Zoom chats. We can't do them on work nights. We learned that mistake the hard way. That just got to be too late with us hanging out with people. So we'll do them when we can. Please catch our back episodes. Pop over to our YouTube. You can catch all the back episodes of this stream and all our other streams. Dear God, we got so many. World of Darkness Wednesday fills up our channel quite a bit. Actually, there's 3 nights a week that World of Darkness happens. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So, dear God, we love our World of Darkness. You can also see Mama do a whole bunch of nice indies games. And you can see Mama's World of Darkness storytelling debut if you watch The Queen's Gambit, as Mama crushed it with Vampire. So, check that out. If you want to see some D&D or Call of Cthulhu, you can pop over to London Esoteric Society. Man, that's a mouthful compared to just saying go to Ishvel. It was a lot easier to say go to Ishvel, but go to London Esoteric Society's channel and check out all those back episodes. Tiss is at over 100 Call of Cthulhu episodes now. And she's still going, as Mama will tell you when we get to the schedule. If you want to get you some studio merch, feel free to get you some merch. We have merch. I still say we definitely need to get around to making a t-shirt that says to-do list with Dracula on the to-do list, because Dracula. I mean, it's Dracula, buddy. You got to get in on that. Also, you want to support the players. Bits and donations, they go to the players, not to the studio. It's a way for you to give to the players as a sign of appreciation, because look, we do this for fun. We do it because we love doing it, but there are costs associated with it. People buy costumes, people buy equipment. It just helps out. And plus, maybe you can buy them a coffee. In this economy, that's about all you can buy them, because unless you want to give too much money, they can't buy any eggs with it. Unfortunately. So you can't even get a good omelet. Waffle House has added a surcharge on eggs. That should tell you something. Fucking Waffle House. So, and of course, if you want to give Mama a coffee, because Mama always needs a coffee. She's fucking exhausted. Ask her. You can pop over to our coffee page to do that. You can also subscribe here on Twitch. Let me tell you, they take half. They're pimps, but at least you get no ads. And look, I know people don't want to spend money right now. I don't want to spend money right now. So nice free way to support the channel. Pop over to our YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. It's that simple. It might give us a few pennies more a month. Won't keep the lights on, but at least, it helps a little bit. And now, Mama, no, wait, friends. I forgot friends list, didn't I? Look at that. See, I know I was forgetting something. I'm used to Mama running the commands for me. So, you might see some amazing content creators. One of them over here, because she's been streaming again lately. Mischievous Red.
Hi, yeah, I've been streaming on my own channel. Typically, it's on Sundays, and we've been on a creative kick, doing some digital painting, and we might continue that, but we might do something else. But yeah, the time's not set, but you can see when I or any of the other friends go live if you join the Discord, because you'll be notified.
Yep. And down here, Jenna Thieves over at DM Daddy RPG. What you got going on? You still doing Ghostbusters?
Yep. On Thursdays, we've got Everyday Heroes, a Ghostbusters campaign. And then on Sundays, we've got Werewolf the Apocalypse. Things are always going great.
A heavily house ruled Werewolf 5, because you can't play it unless you house rule it.
Yeah. We pretty much redid all of Rage.
You're a better ST, or you're a more dedicated ST in some ways, because all our ST said, fuck you, Werewolf 5. We're going to just run Werewolf 20. And I don't blame them. You know? Having tried to convert stuff between editions before, there's a lot of work when you're trying to homebrew pretty much everything to make it work again. It's a lot of work. And of course, rerolls. You got anything going on?
We continue our break for this week, but next month we will be beginning our D&D campaign, The Golden Saints, where a new group of heroes attempt to do some good.
So you'll want to be watching for that. And of course, you got Junie Von Esch. She's our resident werewolf storyteller. She's also storyteller for Chicago Hidden City, which you'll hear about here shortly. You can pop over and watch her do Stitch and Bitch, where she makes all kinds of cute little things. It's cute. Trust me, she makes cute little things on stream. Check her out, or you can pop over to Ravenous Archon. He's back to streaming twice a week now, which is good. Yeah. Plus, you'll see him on Wednesdays, every Wednesday here. Every Wednesday. Because, we've got him chained to the camera on Wednesdays. It's in his contract. He can't get out of it. So you'll want to check that out. And now Mama can give the schedule.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And coming up tomorrow, we have at 3 p.m. Eastern, London Esoteric Society is back. So do join Tiss and her group of intrepid investigators as they do all the sus-ass shit in Call of Cthulhu 7E in 1907, London and surrounding environs. They basically are reading the books that should be burned and summoning things that should not be summoned, and there needs to be more cheese murder.
Always more cheese murder, because, again, I'm going to say that bad pun because it's one I like, because it's fun to do.
Fun to do. That's right. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, Junie Von Esch is here with her group for Vampire, the Masquerade V5, Chicago Hidden City. It is set in 2010 in Chicago. And yeah, we got Sabat shenanigans there too. So do check us out at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. It's a double feature on Saturday here at McStabber Studios. And then on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Maddox is here running Changeling the Dreaming Stained Glass. And that is,
One episode left this season.
Yeah, next week is the finale for the season. Because our WAD Wednesdays are 8-episode seasons. So, yeah, Ace's family. Serious drama there. You don't want to miss it.
I'm saying, just stick a little cold iron fork in it. It'll be done. But I'm known for unsubtle ways to deal with problems.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then, of course, we're back here Friday.
And the Guestapalooza continues next week.
Continues. Ravenous Archon's going to be here as Rick Riccozzi.
And for those that don't know, Guestapalooza, we're going to have a special guest every episode the rest of this season. So you'll want to tune in to see all the guests popping up. It's Guestapalooza.
Yeah.
And get ready to enjoy the fun. And before I go into my final outro, actually, no, I'm going to go straight to it. Please, everybody, mental health. It's not a joke, not a laughing matter. Please take mental health seriously. Take mental health of others seriously. Check in on those around you. And listen to what they have to say. And I say that because everyone knows I suffer from some mental health issues, and I've been dealing with a lot of stress, and Mama had to talk with me a little bit about it so that I would do something that I've avoided doing for years, which is get on some anxiety meds to deal with stress. So I'm not talking about mental health as somebody who doesn't suffer through it too. And I mean mental health in general, I suffer through. So please, everybody, take your mental health seriously. Reach out to those around you if you don't feel you can. I'd like you to reach out to the numbers you see in chat right now. There'll be a professional on the other end of the line, especially if you are in crisis.
They want to help you.
They do. And if you're not in the U.S. or you watch this on YouTube, or if you go and need to talk to somebody when you're not able to see the numbers in Twitch, find a helpline.com.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in your browser, put your country of origin, find out the helplines for your country, everybody. Because please take care of yourselves. It's rough out there. And it's not getting any better right now. So don't forget to do some self-care once in a while. If that involves you unplugging so you avoid the doom scroll for a little bit, do that. I personally have been manic about putting stuff in Foundry just to stop doom scrolling. So, And it has been manic. And now my wife can rain some fire and brimstone down on people.
Yeah, do please take care of your mental well-being and also take care of your physical well-being. I'm on McStabber. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm going to tell you, please make sure you're taking your meds, drinking your water, getting some sunshine when you absolutely can. But of course, we're having a serious cold snap, so please stay warm, okay? Please stay warm as you can. And please get vaccinated, please, okay? Because flu has been really bad this year and has been hospitalizing people. Like, it's been really bad. And of course, COVID is still a thing and still sending people to the hospital. So please get vaccinated.
And this fucking measles outbreak in Texas?
Mm-hmm. Y'all, what the fuck?
We about had that shit beat.
We just about had that eradicated. Yeah.
Hey, blame Kansas. I think they had it first.
They did.
Can I blame Ohio just because Ohio?
We didn't do anything. Didn't do anything at all.
This time.
So, yeah. So do take care of your physical well-being. And yeah, things are really fucked. Like, vital information's being removed from federal health websites. And, yeah, I
People are losing jobs, let me tell you.
yeah.
A buddy of mine got told as part of the cuts that he's done on the 15th of March.
At his organization, they've lost, what, 17?
We've lost, 17, which is 6% of our group.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. And if you contributed to that in any way by voting for the GOP, by voting third party as a protest, or abstaining from voting, you get none of my empathy or sympathy. None. You reap what you sow. The problem is the rest of us are also getting it too.
Threw a lot of fucking people under the bus.
Yeah. So, if you're one of those three, move the fuck on. We don't want you here.
Just go fuck yourself first and then move on.
Mm-hmm. And for the rest of us, we just got to try to make it through, y'all. Together. We do.
It's a marathon.
Yeah.
It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's going to be long and we're going to have to keep pushing through it.
Yeah. And we need good people to come out on the other side of this.
Yep.
Said with all sincerity, y'all have a good night.
And I thank you for coming, everybody. Hopefully we see you for some Call of Cthulhu or Chicago Hidden City tomorrow. Good night, everybody.